fashion dolls, we're going to try this phone and see if it'll work. All right, I'm going to try this phone and see if it'll work. See me and hear me. There we are. Perfect. All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Perfect. We were talking about hair trends for the fall and winter, and I was saying that I'm relaxed, and I know a lot of people have their thoughts about people who have relaxed hair, but my hair is braided down underneath, and I wear a lot of protective styles, and I also sleep on a satin pillowcase. Now, for the fall winter months, going into the fall winter months, what are some trends that you can expect for us, the women, and going into the fall winter months for our hair?
So it's always strange because when it's summertime, girls always want hair all the way down their back, which is hot. I never understood that. You would think in the summer
Yes.
you would do a bob, a pixie cut, or something like that to keep the heat off of you. I know ladies sweat. A lot of my clients have hot flashes and things like that. I encourage you to actually go with the trend of the weather and wear longer hair when it's cold outside, and wear shorter hair when it's actually hot. Um, Sweat makes your hair wet and it pulls. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my clients after the summer, their edges are coming out and things like that because they want to wear 40 inches of hair. You can't really do that. Longer hair is best when it's cooler outside. Then we're getting into our blondes, our fall colors, our gingers, and things like that right now. So with your colors, of course, your treatments are good. Your clear clarifiers, your clear treatments, things like that to keep your hair lustered and shiny. That's a big deal. And if you are going to wear a wig, after 2 weeks, take the braids out, wash your hair, put them back, and then put your wig back on. Wearing cornrows with a wig for 6 weeks, we can't do that. It's gonna smell. It's a smell to it. So it's a smell in your hair, and then it's a smell in the wig. So every 2 to 3 weeks, let's take the cornrows out, treat your hair, braid it back, put your wig back on, do maintenance on your unit, and go from there. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's imperative. That's important when it comes to taking care of. We got to take care of the hair
Oh yeah.
underneath. We wear our wigs and we wear our protective styles, but the hair underneath needs nurturing and growing too. So I make sure that I instill a lot of wash days, and I also go into my treatments for my hair
Yeah.
as well too. Now, Johnny Wright, who did Michelle Obama's hair, our first lady's hair, he said for her he did a lot of steam treatments because I think she would wear her hair pressed out as well too. Now, a lot of people are starting to go get silk presses, and I think this will be the best time to get it because if it's heat, the humidity can mess with your
Oh yeah.
hair
Yeah.
also as well too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That
Absolutely.
heat can damage it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, what advice would you give to women and men who are natural or taking a natural route or natural approach?
Moisture is your friend. You want to find a good moisture treatment for your natural hair. Natural hair dries out in any season, winter, spring, summer, fall. It dries out in any season. So you want to find a really good moisturizer for your hair. It doesn't have to be greasy like a Jerry curl, but you want to put something in it where you can just maybe apply water to it the next day to reactivate the product. The natural styles like coils and cornrows and things like that. And then be careful with your edge controls because some edge controls are so concentrated
Oh yeah.
they really can't put your edges out. Yeah. So moisture is
And
your
a
friend.
lot of people are, yes. So, what are some product brands that you would recommend for naturalistas out here, for our naturalistas, because we can't forget about them as well too.
I use a lot of Miel right now or Mayo. Cantu is good. These are just over the counter things that you can get. It's a serum that I buy. What's the name of that stuff? It'll come to me. But it's a serum that I buy and they sell it in Marshalls. So yeah, I tend to go more towards the African American side hair products, and then I go more towards the
Yeah.
Caucasian serums and hairsprays that are less concentrated with alcohol and things like that. Yeah. And
Yes.
what is the name of that? I can't think of the name of that serum right now. But Moroccan oil, the actual Moroccan oil brand, all of
Oh
that,
yeah,
all of that is good. All of that is good. Yeah, Moroccan oil brand, all of that is good.
I love Moroccan oil, and I also use Care
Hmm.
as well too. Or sometimes I will go to
Oh
Sebastian
yeah.
as well. So it depends.
Yeah, Sebastian is awesome. They sell that stuff. People think that hair products are so expensive. If you go in Marshalls and you go in Ross, TJ Maxx, go in the beauty supply
Yep.
section, all of that stuff is over there. All of that stuff is over there. And it's half the cost of the hair store.
Yeah, compared than going to a J.C. Penney store is a little bit higher in there, but you can get it out of Marshalls or TJ Maxx or Ross for
Right.
less. And I know our TJ Maxx down here had a whole aisle of
Hmm.
Biolage and
Oh
Matrix
yeah.
and Sebastian and Wella and all of these professional hair salon brands that I use. Now, every now and again, I'll use Paul Mitchell, so it depends.
Yeah.
And I'll go to L'Oreal Professional, so all of these brands.
Paul Mitchell has really good hairspray, and it's always in Ross. Always.
All right. Now, you've mentioned colors as well too. Fall colors, fall hair colors for 2024. What are you predicting? Because we've seen the blondes, we've seen the auburns, the coppers, the deeper colors. What other hair colors are you predicting that are going to come out of the ordinary?
Those are the traditional colors. So every fall, winter, you're going to see a lot of the same. All ginger colors are not the same. All fall colors, all blondes are not the same. I tell all of my clients to specifically adapt to a color that fits your skin tone. All blonde don't look good on everyone. All ginger don't look good on everyone. There's some gingers that lean more towards the burgundy side, and some gingers that lean more towards orange. So those colors they'll be around traditionally forever. And a lot of clients are just dyeing their hair back black. They're just dyeing their hair back black. Black has luster in it. It brings back the keratin. If your hair is breaking, it helps fix the breakage. So a lot of the clients are dyeing their hair back black or like a dark brown and things like that. I'm sorry, there's kids
Oh,
walking
yeah.
past on stoops. It's like kids bad as hell, job.
You're good. You're good. Today I have black hair.
Hmm.
Before I'm pretty sure you guys have been seeing it for the past few couple weeks. It's been blonde. It's been highlights. But I said for the fall season with the darker lip, I wanted to do darker hair because we are now in the fall months, and it depends. Now I agree with you on the blonde sentiment because I was scared to go blonde. I went blonde my year in high
Hmm.
school. And I had the short crop cut like Grace Jones at the highlights. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to switch it up and do something a little bit different. So curls are definitely in. Of course, curls have been in. Big voluminous hair is definitely a must for the fall winter months. And sometimes I know I gave my mom a bob cut because I do hair too,
Hmm.
and I gave her a bob cut. She loves it. So
Okay.
she'll pin it up on the side and
Yeah.
everything. Any advice for anyone who wears updos in the winter months? Because I know it can be difficult for them to have to sleep with it and everything.
Yeah. Bobby pins, a lot of bobby pins can be damaging. Try and go towards the bobby pins that have the coating on them. Bobby pins, when you sweat, they can rust, and we don't want rust in our hair. So go towards the natural bobby pins and like Sally's and stuff like that have the coating on them where they're not like rusting in your hair. And if you're pinning your own hair up, um, make sure you take your bobby pins out at night and let your hair down. But if your hairstylist is pinning your hair up, of course, a silk scarf and a silk pillowcase. Make sure you don't have pins actually digging into your scalp. And if you have to recurl your pieces, make sure you're not adding too much heat to your hair
Oh yeah,
on a daily basis.
that
And hairspray is your
thermal
friend, but
protection.
stay away from
Yeah.
hairspray with too much alcohol in it. Yep.
Absolutely. Because that can be damaging to your hair. I think it was Gabrielle Union. She said something about how it damaged her hair on set when she was on set at one of the shows she was filming back in the day. Everybody was styling their natural hair. And even for wearing weaves, you have to make sure that it's protection
Yep.
all
Oh
around,
yeah.
underneath as well too, and the edges
Right.
and throughout the years. Queen Latifah says she stopped relaxing her hair. She gets it
Silk
silk press.
press.
She gets that relaxer out. Yeah. She said during living single days, everybody was relaxed. Everybody was wearing wigs back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, I do a lot of wigs on the show. And people just like, wow, is that your real hair? Yeah, it's mine. I bought it today. So she's mine.
I know that's
Yeah,
right.
she's,
If
yeah.
it's done right, if it's done right, then that's when the questions come. Like, is that your hair? Like, yeah, if it's done right. And I have a lot of clients that say I don't want my hair to look wiggy, and that used to confuse me. Like a wig is a wig, but then I noticed that if you get the
Right.
right wig and it is installed right, it won't look like a wig that you bought from the store. It'll look like either a weave or it's like it's growing out of your scalp. Yeah.
Right. And that's the effect. Now, protecting the edges, because I know for African American women,
Mm-hmm.
for us, thinning around the edges. I know my mom, she talked about it today. Me and her had a conversation. She talked about it. She said, what can I do? I said, a lot of edge control. So, what healthy edge controls would you recommend to women who are completely natural and they're looking for another alternative?
I use even or eben a lot, whatever you call that.
Okay.
They make big jars and small jars. Stay away from the ones that are concentrated with fragrance, the ones that smell like peach and orange and stuff like that. Those things have preservatives in them, and it's chemicals. So I know with the even, the one that's purple, it smells nice, but it doesn't have an exact smell to it like a fruit or anything like that. I do use that. And for people whose edges are thinning, who even your hair is thinning, internal supplements work better than external supplements. Find you after you see a
Right.
dermatologist. Get your hair, skin, and nail vitamins from the vitamin shop, not the dollar store. But hair, skin, and nail vitamins, water, your diet, all of that kind of stuff plays a major factor in hair growth.
Absolutely. 100%. All right, fashion dolls. Do we have any questions for myself or Shelly before we wrap up? We're going to get into our games here with Shelly before we wrap up and conclude. We had some technical difficulties because the sound kept going in and out, and I couldn't see Shelly at the bottom of the screen. So again, please forgive me, you guys, for that, for the tech issues. IG has been tripping, so I had to switch and use another phone in order to give you guys this amazing conversation. So, all right. So the first thing we're gonna do is called. Oh, can you not? Can you hear
I
me?
can.
Perfect. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is called a rapid five. And Charlie has to tell us five things he can't live without. And it can be just his favorite. It can be his favorite grooming products. It can be his favorite drink, his favorite food. What are five things that Charlie can't live without? And then the next one we're going to do is called Turn the Tables. And for my new viewers out here that are watching, you'll get to know a little bit about me through Charlie's questioning, all right? So it can be anything related to fashion, beauty, passions, goals, dreams, family, whatever he's curious to know, and whatever you guys are curious to know at home as well, too. All right? So we're going to start off with the rapid five. What are five things that Charlie can't live without?
Um, I just got my Jeep Wrangler. It'll be a year in December. This is like my dream truck. I cannot live without it. I love it. Every time I go outside, I look at it and I'm just like, I really like my truck. And I do my reels in my truck because I get most of my motivation and my, I guess, I don't know. After leaving the gym, so much stuff comes to me. So I do a lot of stuff in my truck. I cannot live without my truck. I cannot live without fried chicken. I eat a lot of fried chicken. A lot of times, I don't even care where it comes from. The Popeyes, the market. I love fried chicken. I eat a lot of fried chicken. At this point, I cannot live without the gym. I've been going to the gym a lot. I'm getting older. I just want to be in shape. I want to look nice. And even though I'm 42, I don't want to look 42. I want to look. I want to look 33. Um, so that's three. I can't live without family and friends. I'm a loner for the most part,
Yeah.
but I want to make sure that my family and my friends are always good. And once I reach a platform to where I'm making enough money, I want to make sure that I can take care of everybody. And lastly, my dog. I can't live without my dog. He gets on my nerve.
Oh,
He gets on my nerves, but he's I can't live without him. That's my son. It's the only child I have, so yeah. And there's a lot more things I can't live without, but those would be like the main five.
the
Yeah,
basics. Mm.
yeah, the basics.
All right. All right, fashion dolls. My heart is beating so fast for this next segment. It is time to turn those tables. For you guys out there, that want to know about Miss Stevie. Charlotte's going to ask me some questions, and I have to answer them. He can ask as many as he wants, all right? So it can be on anything relating to beauty, fashion, passion, goals, dreams, whatever he's curious to know, I have to answer. So
Okay.
take it away, Charlotte.
All right. So I guess my first question would be is, um, what made you want this platform? Like, and when did you start this platform for interviewing and things like that?
I started Style by Stevie in 2014, and this was right after high school, right after I graduated high school.
Hmm.
And I said before it was called Weekday Topics, and we would do it at 11 o'clock every day. And I said, what can it be? I have to have a name for it. So brainstorming and just randomly Style by Stevie. It can be so much more than that because when people think of it, they think of fashion.
Hmm.
And I said, it's so much more than just that. It's entertainment. You get music guests, you get actors, you get so much here on this platform. And I said, you know what? Let me give that to people. Let me combine it all in one and call it Style by Stevie. And what made me want to host a talk show, I always, ever since I was little, I've always wanted to host a talk show. And I would see the girls on the Dark and Lovely box. And I said, I'm going to host a talk show. And I want to look just like one of those girls on that box. And I'm going to do it well. And I'm going to make people listen to what I have to say and let people have their opinion. And we're going to have fun. So that's how I wanted to do a talk show. But I started in 2014, and surprisingly, we're still going strong here in 2023.
That's good. So, what is your end goal? Do you want to take it past social media? Like, do you would you like to have a higher platform in reference to
Oh,
what you
yeah.
want to do? Okay.
I absolutely would, and I would do it on my own terms. I couldn't do CBS. I couldn't do the networks. I mean, I've had offers to let's take it to the next level. I said, nope, nope, nope. If I do anything, I want my own network. And what I would do is I would put black actors, black filmmakers, black producers, anybody who is black and doing something on that network. I want it to be just like the next OWN. If Oprah is a black woman and can have her channel, why can't this black woman have her own channel and her own
Oh
network?
yeah.
So let's go ahead and do it as well too. That's
Absolutely.
what I would do.
Right. And
Right.
so you said down here. Where are you located exactly?
I am in South Carolina. I am in a little town called Bamberg, South Carolina, and it is so small down here, but people have now opened their mind and has spanned their horizons, and I shall say taste buds. Of course, we know about barbecue and things like that down here, but taste buds meaning just life, being more accepting and more inclusive, and that's what I like.
Right. Okay. I definitely understand being from Darlington. I don't know how far that is from Darlington, but usually when I go home, I don't stay long. I got there Friday night, and I drove back yesterday. It was like a 6 hour, 7 hour drive. So I definitely understand the whole dynamic of wanting to, I guess, be included and being accepted in your town of certain
Right,
people. I left when I was about 20 because I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, so I didn't get a chance to get that type of dynamic. But I definitely understand. I understand completely. And so I guess my last question would be, what about styling gives you life? Like, what about fashion you love so much?
what do I love about fashion is that each and every day I can be a different person. Like I always reinvent myself. It's like a rebirthing process. You come back anew. And what I love about it is the shock factor of people like, we don't know what we're going to get from her. We don't know what she's going to put together for this week or what that person is going to put together for this week or what she's going to help this person with. So I love the shock factor of just making people feel confident about themselves when they turn around and they look in that mirror or they see something that I'm wearing or have worn on the platform and they're just like, if she's wearing it, I can wear it too.
Right.
Now, my mom watches the platform. And that's the scary part because I don't want her to know some of the stuff that I say. But the good part about it is she's gained confidence to wear brighter colors.
Mhm.
And me and her, I look just like my mom. And I must have inspired her because she inspires me. The funny part about it is I've inspired her to start stepping out and wearing different fashion pieces, that are colorful because she's always black and white, like the dress I'm wearing today, black and white. But now she's expanded and started wearing colors. And she said, "Did you know you have this type of an impact on people?" So I said, "It's been a gift to me to be able to make people feel good about themselves in all colors that they can wear. If it's black, if it's white, it's red." I know for me, one period of time in my life, I did not want to wear red. I hated it. And a mom bought me these red pair of jeans. I hated them so much. But I said, you know what? When you add color into your life, and studies have shown this, it makes you feel good on
Oh
the
yeah,
inside. It enhances your mood. Even if for anybody who struggles with depression, color brightens your mood. It makes you feel good about yourself. I can go and I can find a pink evening gown, and I can come on the show and I can wear it, and it will make me feel so good about myself. So that's why I got into styling, because color, and I say this: live life boldly, unapologetically, and free.
oh yeah.
So when you put on a color or you wear a certain hair color, you come in, it's all about confidence and how you wear something. So
I agree. Same thing with hair. Same thing with makeup. Same thing with all of that. It's all art. Like I said, it's all subjective. It doesn't belong to a male or a female. Um, it doesn't belong to a certain sexuality. Just be you, be whoever it is that you want to be. And
yes,
at the end of the day, the validity of yourself is all that matters. Yep. So I definitely do that.
absolutely.
Yeah. But that's good. I applaud you. I applaud your platform. I was happy to be on. I'm sorry I didn't get to go on last week. I had just got over. I didn't get over it, but I had pneumonia pretty much. I was doing a lot of coughing, and I didn't want to get on live and be hacking like that.
I remember you telling
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I didn't want to be doing
All
that.
right. Fashion dolls, do we have any questions for myself or Charlie? This was such an amazing interview. I had such a great time. Again, to all of you that are just joining in, I apologize for the technical glitches that we have. IG kept cutting off my sound. Some of you could hear me, some of you could not hear me. Charlie couldn't hear me. And then when I tried to add him back, I couldn't see him at the bottom of the screen. It was like
Yeah,
I was just there. I was the whole screen picture, and I couldn't see him. The screen should have been split. How it's split now.
yeah.
Shout outs to Original Magazine UK. Joining me tomorrow, we have Ellen Margareta. She is going to be joining me. And then Friday, we have Bubs the God. So it's going to be a pretty short week, you guys, but we are coming back stronger. Trust me.
Okay.
Liz wants to know, how do these words empower you? Steps, climb, build, and open.
Um, steps, climb, build, and open. I think the steps are just the initial steps, saying this is what I want, this is what I want to do. Climbing is climbing towards those goals, and saying that this is my mind is on this, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. Steps climb. Building is the foundation, and then open means that you're to me you're done building, and now you're ready to flourish and just go out into the world and do everything that you need to do. I mean, with you were saying earlier, even with taking a risk, there's a risk in everything in life. A risk in applying for a new job, a risk in buying a car, a risk in buying a house, a risk in trying a new hairstylist. Every day is a risk. So those steps would definitely help towards the risk that you're taking.
Absolutely. Okay. Jay Evans, shout outs to Jay Evans. Check out his platform. He does a lot of reviews on, if you guys are housewives or married to medicine
Love
fanatics.
married to
I know
medicine.
I'm a housewives of Atlanta fanatic. Yes, y'all need to go and check out his channel. He does a lot of reviews and commentary, and he's done a few celebrity interviews. So you guys go and check that out as well too. And we did a collaboration together. So shout outs to him and my brother K Tukes as well too. So make sure you guys check that out. He wants to know, who is your dream celebrity to style?
Uh, Now, I'm not. I've always said this. I don't lean towards the younger celebrities. Like, I don't want to do Cardi B's hair. I don't want to do Beyonce's hair. I want to do an older person's hair. Like, Oprah would be great. uh, who else? Vivica Fox. These older women, Angela Bassett. These older women, they keep their stylists
Mm.
for a very long time. Once you start doing their hair and they trust you, you go with them everywhere. I don't want to be a disposable client. I mean, a disposable stylist who's doing, you know, Nicki Minaj's lace front. Then next week she want Eric and Tay. Then the week after that she want Tokyo. Then the week after that, like, I don't want to do that. I want a permanent contract with an older celebrity, and I really don't care who it is, as long as I'm going everywhere with them and doing their hair for them. Michelle Obama would be great. Um, you know, as far as men, I would love to do Jamie Foxx's hair on set. I know he has a thinning problem, like so I would love to do something like that.
All right. All right, Fashion Dolls. Any more questions for myself or Charlie? While you guys are typing, you guys know that I always leave you guys with some words of encouragement. And I know you guys seen the news. My condolences goes to the family of legendary actress Suzanne Summers. She passed away. She was a part of Three's Company and Step by Step.
Hmm.
And I know you guys seen the announcement. It took me by surprise. So my heart goes out to her family. I'd be remiss if I didn't. But here's today's final thought. If your actions create a legacy, and Shali talked about leaving a legacy in the beginning of our interview before the sound went out, you guys can hear me now. That inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. Then you are an excellent leader, and that comes from Dolly Parton. So that is today's final thoughts.
I love that.
I hope you guys can resonate with that as well too on being a leader. Being in a leadership position is a big responsibility, and it's up to you to make sure that you are leading people in the right direction. And it goes back to what Shali said. He talked about legacy in the beginning of our interview. So I know when it's all our time to go home to glory, to go home and go see the king, go see God, the legacy that I want to leave for the next generation of people that are coming after the Miss Stevies and the J. Evans and the K. Tukes or whoever, because we all host our own platforms and we all have our own thing. And these are my brothers, J. Evans and K. Tukes. I love them down. And Bubs is going to be joining me. Love me some Bubs, all of them. But when we leave our legacy, we want to leave the world knowing that we made an impact on people's lives, whether we made you laugh, whether we made you smile, whether we made you feel confident about yourself. It all goes hand in hand. So that's the legacy that I want to leave. That's the key word that I want you guys to remember is legacy. And Jay Evans says that's smart. And Michelle's hair, wait a minute, I missed that one. Michelle's hair flows. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Hmm.
always. Yeah. Oh.
So do we have any more questions for myself or Charlie, ladies and gentlemen? And Charlie, do you have any gems that you would like to leave to your supporters? Because you your videos touch and impact so many people around the world. What advice would you give or gems would you leave to people today?
Lately, my content has been about dating experiences, and I'll continue with those as well as hair gems and experiences and things like that. But like I said earlier, confidence is key. Confidence is everything. We are in a world today that incorporates a lot of social media, and social media depresses a lot of people because we see people who
Yes.
look like they have it all together, and from the outside looking in, you want to be these people, but you're not really sure how they got to that platform or what they're doing to stay there. I just encourage everyone to just stay focused, stay steadfast on your own personal life, your own personal journey. God gives everyone a talent and a skill, and stay in your lane that is just for you. And regardless if somebody else is doing makeup or doing hair, if they're doing the same thing that you're doing, there's room for everyone to eat. There's room for everyone to eat. And that life is not a competition. Just be humble, stay in your lane, do everything that you need to do for you. Don't work for money. I tell people that all the time. Working for money is a 9 to 5. A career means that you work because you like doing what you're doing, and because of that reason, you will get paid. If you're always working for money, you'll never feel like you have enough. Ever. Ever. So I'm just going to drop that gem today.
All right. And we got one more question for you from Liz. Liz Music in New York. She is an artist. Beautiful. Make sure you guys go and check this woman out. She says, what to you is the most beautiful part of the human spirit?
I think the heart is the best part.
Mm,
Um, we tend to care too much, and sometimes caring too much gets us in trouble. But we know at the end of the day that caring too much is harmless. It's harmless, and that we all mean well. We all have a heart, and regardless of how we treat each other and what we say to each other, we all want the best for ourselves and for each other. So I don't think a lot of the times we are intentionally trying to hurt people, but I think the heart is that's where we carry all the love at. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I believe.
all right, fashion dolls. If we don't have any other questions, Charlie, where can everyone follow you and check you out? And thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule because I know you are very busy and just coming and sitting in the dollhouse and chat with me. We've been had this planned. Unfortunately, the first time it couldn't happen. I understand,
Yeah.
and now you're here, so it worked out perfectly on God's timing. So, where can everyone follow you and check you out and come to your shop?
My salon is the Challis Aubre Salon. It's located at 500 West Franklin Street. I do not take walk-ins. If you want an appointment, you can hit me up on my actual Instagram, which is underscore individualist underscore individualist. So it's individual at ist to the end. You can find me there. You can send me a DM. My number is on my Instagram. If you're looking to stalk me or anything outside of business, I'm more than likely going to block you. Just letting you know right now. So if you need your hair done or something like that, just slide me a DM and we can just go from there. Also, I have been I guess I'm like this unauthorized therapist now, where people DM me and ask me questions about relationship and love and advice
Yeah.
and just anything that's going on. I'm always willing to help if I have the time. So if you DM me and you want to talk about something that's going on in your life and you need some advice, I'm always an advocacy of happiness and just wanting people to just be their best authentic selves, and whatever I can say to point you in that right direction is what I will do. So on top of booking hair appointments, people do hit me up for like a couple of minutes of just like advice and like therapy and things like that. I am not certified. I'm just speaking from life experiences. So yeah, you can catch me there. And my Facebook is Challis Aubre, Aubre. And that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. There you have it, fashion dolls. Ladies and gentlemen, Aubre, Chalice Aubre Salon. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today's show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You got some hair tips that take you along for the fall, winter months because the months are going to be getting cooler. And being down here near Myrtle Beach is, I know the cold front, the water is definitely going to be cool down here, cold down here.
Oh yeah.
So make sure you guys are staying warm and dress warm, appropriate for the weather, stay stylish, and more importantly, stay styled by Stevie. I love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Joining me, Ellen Margaretta. Friday, we have Bubs to God, so you know that's going to be a fun episode. So make sure you guys tune in throughout this week. I love you all, and Charlotte, it was such a pleasure to meet you. I had such
Thank
a
you.
great
Thank you as
time.
well for having me. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. And this interview will be uploaded to Style by Stevie Daytime on YouTube. So make sure you guys head on over and subscribe on YouTube and hit that bell so you'll be notified when new videos and interviews are uploaded. Take care,
Okay.
everyone.
All right. Have a good night. Bye.
You too.